Hi, I've had several requests for some batch cooking. So today I'm going to show you how to make 6 pounds of chimichanga filling and then how to put that together. So this is a freezer meal kit that you pre-cook. You make one big mess and then you have at least 6, maybe 7 dinners for your family of 4. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. First of all, while I was prepping everything, I was browning 6 pounds of ground turkey. And I want to show you real quick, my favorite tool is this Pampered Chef masher. Okay, and so as you're browning beef or ground turkey, you can mash this, stir it, mash it, stir it, and it breaks it up real nice. So this has just been done. This is 6 pounds of ground turkey, and if you're doing ground beef, it works the same, but you'll have to drain the ground beef. I don't have to drain anything because the ground turkey just had all the liquid just evaporated. This is a giant stock pot. It's a good investment so that you can make huge batches, one mess, one pan, and 7 more dinners. Okay, so I'm all about time saving. That's my little name, Time Saver Cuisine Queen. So we've got our 6 pounds done. Drain it if it's beef. And then I'm gonna go ahead and show you the different things that we put in. Okay, we're going to put in 3 4-ounce cans of green chili diced. Okay, we're gonna put in 1.5 cups taco sauce. We're going to put in 1 tablespoon of salt, 1 tablespoon, nope, I'm sorry, I lied. 2 tablespoons of oregano. Those are heaping. And then 2 tablespoons of cumin. Ooh, it's okay, they were heaping. Okay, we're gonna give that a stir. I'm gonna use this same tool to kind of stir it around. There's a few more ingredients that we're gonna add. We're going to add, I'm gonna shake up my cider, apple cider vinegar. We're gonna add 3/4 cup of apple cider vinegar. And then we're going to add 1.5 cups sour cream. Now on cooking day, when you actually cook, serving day, when you actually serve this to your family, you will want a few additional items. So right now I'm going to show you how to make this into the freezer meals. And then on serving day, you'll need a couple of additional items, okay? So I'm gonna put in my 1.5 cups of sour cream. I added a little bit extra because I had a little extra in my giant sour cream jug. Okay, so that's all in the pot. I will save this measuring cup because it's gonna help me to portion out my chimichangas into my freezer bags. Okay, so I'm mixing this, stirring it up. Okay. I'm going to show you what that looks like. Okay, this is my chimichanga filling. All right, now there's a couple of different ways you can do this on cooking day. So the next step would be to take your quart bags, okay, and fill your quart bags with the cooked, already made mix. Now there's a couple of little fun tools I've found over the years with my batch cooking that have really helped me. This one is a cool tool. Let's see if I can show you better. You hook the edges of each of your bags under these little clips, okay? And then you make sure that the little arms are raised so that your bag is setting on the base, and it kind of helps you open up your bag so you can pour your fillings in there. So that's a very helpful way. I'm just gonna do one bag to show you, but before I would do that, I would label each bag chimichanga and the date, and then it's pre-cooked, it's already done. So if you know that it's already cooked, you wouldn't have to put that, but if you want to, you can say cooked chimi mix and then put your date. You'll freeze it flat like this in your freezer and lay them all out in your freezer. You can cover them with other frozen items to get them all frozen, and then the next day you can go ahead and stack them on top of each other and they will be nice and compact in your freezer. So this is what I would do. I don't have all mine labeled, so I'm not gonna do it all of them right now because I don't have my bags labeled and I wanna have them all labeled. It's best to label it before you do your pouring. Okay, so another little trick I've learned is my little, oopsie, sorry guys. I use my hands to, oopsie, hold on one second. I gotta move this over here. I use my handle on my glass measuring cup to hang over the edge. So I keep that clean. I scoop, and then after I'm done, I can set it there while I'm sealing. Okay, I put about 2.5 cups of my chimi mix in there, and then I seal it, and then I lay it flat, and sometimes I put an ice pack on it to cool it outside of the freezer a bit. Put ice packs on them to get them a little bit more room temperature before I stick them in the freezer. Okay, so that's how I do that. This is gonna make a lot of quart bags. Okay, the quart bags definitely fill enough to feed a family of 4 each meal. So you can see I'm gonna get probably 6 different meals out of that. Now the way I make this go more farther is I also add half chimichanga meat, half homemade refried pinto beans. And I also have another video about how to make my pinto beans in the Instant Pot really easy. They turn out perfectly. So then I would put in half meat, half beans, cheese, onions, roll it up like a burrito, seam side down. So what I'm gonna show you is without the beans, because oh wait, no, I think I do have some beans. I'm sorry. I do have beans. Yay. Okay, so I'm gonna show you what it's like on cooking day. All right, so on cooking day, these are the items you're gonna need on cooking day. Your frozen chimi mix that we just made, 7-inch tortillas. I'm just gonna make like 1 right now. You do this on cooking day, okay? So you thaw your mix overnight in the fridge. You heat it up the next, whatever day you're gonna cook, you heat it up so it's warm. This is very warm because I just made it. You're gonna warm your tortillas in the microwave for about a minute, wrapped in a kitchen towel. I have this really cool tortilla warmer from Pampered Chefs that I like to use. So I'm only gonna do 1 to show you. So I'm only gonna do it for like 10 seconds and it's perfect. And on cooking day, on serving day, you just need beans. You don't have to have beans, but I like to make it go farther by adding half beans and half meat. Then I put a sprinkle of fresh onion, a sprinkle of cheese, and then I roll it. And I'm gonna show you how I roll it. The reason you're heating your tortilla is because you need it to be pliable so you can fold it, okay? I love these in the air fryer, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you how I do it in the air fryer. Let's find a better place for the camera so you can see the folding process. Okay, so I've got my soft, pliable, warm tortilla. I put 1/3 cup meat in the middle. This is estimating. You guys can play with it. I put some refried beans or whole softened cooked beans without juice in the middle on top. You're gonna have to pretend with me that I put a sprinkle of grated cheddar and a sprinkle of raw onion because I don't have those prepped yet, okay? I'm gonna fold the sides in. I'm gonna fold this under, and then I'm gonna tuck it under to make an envelope and fold it like this. You want the seam side down on your air fryer tray, and it's leaking a little bit of juice from those beans. It's okay, I'm doing that all right now before I stick it in the tray. So you would stick it in the oven. So you would want to get all of yours ready like this, prep them out, okay? You can probably fit 4 on a tray if you turn it sideways. You can probably fit 4 on your air fryer tray. I have a pretty good air fryer. You can also do this in a baked, greased cooking dish for your oven. Okay, so I'll show you the recipe in a minute of how to cook it each way. But what you do next is you lightly brush olive oil on the top, or you can do melted butter. Just gonna do this really fast, but I usually pour it in a bowl, airbrush, lightly brush. I'm just gonna do 1 shot because I'm not gonna. And you lightly brush it with olive oil. This is going to help it brown on the top, just lightly. You can use butter if you prefer, melted butter. Okay, and then what you do is you stick it in the air fryer for, now I would always do 4 at a time, you know, to use my energy bags, but I'm just modeling this for you. You cook it in the air fryer. Got my time right here. 400 degrees for 10 minutes or until it's piping hot. So it's nice that if you have your filling already really nice and warm from the microwave, it helps the outside of your tortilla crisp and the inside, you know, is really nice and hot. So those are my recommendations for that. If you do it in the oven, it's about 450 for 15 minutes in a baking dish in the center rack. And you want to make sure it's piping hot in the middle. You could use a thermometer to check it, or you can just cut one open and kind of see if it's hot enough. Okay, that is my chimichanga batch cooking, air fryer or oven. It's a really great thing, and you just serve it with sour cream, and you can dip your chimi in the sour cream, the cold sour cream, the hot chimichanga, and you can eat it that way. You can cut it in half and kind of bite it like a burrito, but it's basically a toasted, crunchy, delicious burrito. I hope you enjoy it. Let me show you real quick the recipe so you know what you need to do the batch cooking. You can pause the video if you want to see the directions or the ingredients you need to buy. Okay, and then on serving day, this is what you'll do. You can pause the video if you need help reading that. If you watch the video, you'll be able to see the directions step by step. I hope your family enjoys it. This is going to last me several months because we'll have 1 batch of chimichangas every 2 weeks. So what I do is I just continue to make, every time I cook, I make a big batch, and then I portion it up into 1 dinner servings for my family. So this will feed my family for 1 meal. So I batch it up, prepare it, freeze it in 1 dinner portions for the whole family. And then I can go and pick from my different things that I've already cooked. I do some raw chickens that way. If you watch some of my other chicken dinners and things like that, you'll see some other ideas for how to batch prep and batch prepare for large freezer meal production. Thanks. I hope you have a good day.